Hey everybody, it's Tori, and you're tuned in for the third day of the 13 days of Halloween makeup. So today, I thought, let's take an oldie but a goodie and sort of glam it up. So we're gonna do a cracked or broken doll face, but the cracks are gonna be a little bit different. You'll see what I mean. So I've already put the foundation on my face and the primer on my lids. That's pretty much all I'm doing before eyeshadow and stuff like that. So we're gonna start off by grabbing, where did I put it? It might help if I remember where I put things. Okay, so we're gonna start off by changing our eye shape. So gonna want to take a light brown eyeliner. I usually use this to fill in my brows. And you're gonna do like you did yesterday for the Sally makeup, and you're gonna follow the bags under your eyes. Don't pretend like you ain't got them. Okay. And it leaves a light enough line that if you mess up or if you do more of like a sketch, you can always go back and fix it. Okay? And sorry about that. My dog decided to bark because my dad came into the house. So now what you're going to do, which by the way, I put the eye primer underneath too, so white eyeliner, and you're gonna fill in that space, and I'm gonna just do that off camera. Okay, so as you can see, I have filled in those spaces with white. Now you're just going to take a brush, any type of brush, preferably a flat brush, but if you don't got one, no worries. And you're going to take a white eyeshadow, like this one that I have called Unicorn, and you're just gonna tap it in there because you want it to be as bright white as possible. You can see the difference already. Maybe if I come closer. Okay, if I do that. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do the other one, and I'm also going to draw on some eyelashes off camera. Okay, so I've drawn on the eyelashes, and you can see the white more clearly now that it's not blending with my white ass skin. Okay, so here comes a little bit of a tricky part. You're going to take a flat brush, preferably one with like a thin tip. You're gonna lightly dip this in either some brown or some black eyeshadow, just a couple of taps, and if it's not thin enough for you, you can squeeze it, and you're just going to follow the white line just to define that a little bit more. Okay, just a light tap, 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 squeeze, So now they're both defined. Now I have really creepy eyeballs. My eyes are dry. This is what happens when you do makeup like 3 days in a row. Okay, so now I'm going to put some foundation on my lips, which I wouldn't normally do because it's very drying. And then I'm just going to do doll lipstick, which I'll show you how to do in a second. Okay, so the foundation is on my lips. You can tell that it's obviously more so skin colored. So now what you're going to do is you can take any type of lipstick that you want, any color. I'm just choosing to use this bright red lipstick, liquid lipstick. And you're just going to do the Cupid's bow and what's below it. You just skip the corners of your lips. I'll do it off camera and show you when I come back. So this is what the doll lips look like, as you can see. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. We're going to work on the cracks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a big crack somewhere on my forehead. And I'm probably going to do one on my cheek. And maybe one down here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because I'm using eyeshadow for this and no face paints because my skin is way too oily from doing the face paints yesterday. I am going to put down the eyeshadow primer where I'm going to be doing this, and so it'll stay. So I'm just going to do that off camera and I'll be back to show you how to draw these cracks. Okay, so I ended up, instead of just putting it in like a weird like circle pattern, I ended up just putting it in the shape of the crack or hole that I'm going to do. So just do like a jagged, like weird, like trapezoid or circular shape. Just remember it has to be jagged because you're a broken doll. Okay, so I've also taken the liberty of drawing some cracks, just random lines. Like you can look up a design. I just drew like a couple of lightning bolts essentially, and then drew a couple of lightning bolts off, branching off of that. On this side I also made like an extra hole. So now I'm going to take a flat brush and some black eyeshadow, and I'm going to follow those lines, go over them to make them darker, and don't fill in the hole. This is where the glam part comes in. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I expected, but this is what it looks like right now. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, where does this so-called glam come in? So you're going to take all different colors of eyeshadow. I'm going to do a rainbow, so I'm going to start off with red. And you're just going to keep gradienting them across the open holes. I'm going to start and I'm going to show you how I gradient them. Okay, so I've already added in the red. I mean, it might not be dark enough, so let me just add a little bit onto it. Okay, so I've already added the red. Now I'm going to go into an orange, and I'm going to overlap that just a little, and then bring it over on its own. So now it's red and orange right there. Okay. And then on the same, you're just going to keep using the same exact brush. Take some yellow. You do that too. So I completed the rainbow and this look. Hope you'll be here for the next 10 days.